I got breakcore stuck in my mind. Like, maybe will it keep me awake if it's only going on in my mind?
Better at cooking if that was true.
You're amazing. Okay, what the fuck? Since when do I have notifications on my phone? Never. Since never, that's why.
Lightest Bright says.
Whoa.
First on YT. Lightest Bright says.
Hello, Bright.
Also, Philokinastaco says. Why no phone notifs? Lightest Bright says. Are you?
Is the
Lightest Bright says. Where's my shark lighting?
Guys, I literally just knocked down all my lighting. Well, I don't feel like I need lighting, but I do not like that it just... Okay. I'm somewhat lucky. Look, I didn't knock down... Ooh. I didn't break it. Kinda sounds broken. Give me a second. The wires. Like, I was messing with the wires with my foot. Literally just knocked it all down.
Philokinastaco says. Breaking everything. Philokinastaco says.
Give me a second.
Of course.
The thing is, now I'm in a dark room because it was my only source of light.
Lightest Bright says. Wait, so was that a sneeze or a scream or something? Philokinastaco says. Also hi Bright. Philokinastaco says. Yes. Lightest Bright says. Hi babe. Philokinastaco says. She knocked it over and screeched.
My next question is, where do I plug it into? Did I already say that?
Philokinastaco says.
That's an actual question.
People think we're actually gay sometimes. Philokinastaco says. You know.
Oh no. Oh! Okay. It took like a few seconds for the light to pop on, so I was like, that I broke it? I got a mosquito bite on underneath of my thigh. I'm gonna fucking die, that's what. Alright, I'm gonna knock something else over. Oh fuck. Okay, well, I keep trying to squirm and itch it.
Lightest Bright says. Well shit, might as well give people what they want.
I don't want anything. Right? And if you do want something from me, I can't provide it. You know what I got in my mind? Itchiness, degeneracy, wishes I cannot fulfill, an itch on my thigh. I'm gonna itch myself bloody. I'm lucky I don't have sharp nails. Out. Ooh. Are you around me? Let me find myself some bleach.
Are you okay?
Where did all my sprays go?
Mental breakdown, Rio.
Sorry, I brought something.
Lightest Bright says. Did you get swarmed by a horde of mosquitoes? Philokinastaco says. Mental breakdown arc. Lightest Bright says.
I knocked it over. That's why I couldn't find it. I should have sprayed this before I even started here. I didn't even get swarmed. You know, it probably got me. Gotta be honest, it probably got me as I was climbing the stairs. And oh, whoops. I dropped a bottle of deterrent again. But they probably got, both of my back of the legs. They literally probably got me as I was walking up the stairs to come into my room, not in my room, my home, to open the door to my home.
Rio, stop dropping things.
Can't. The world's telling me something, alright? Look, just imagine this, okay? We got the floor, the ground level, where you drive and walk. Alright?
Rio breath.
I won't. We're entering delirium. Alright, you got your ground floor. Alright, the door to enter my homitude. I had to climb stairs. They're wooden stairs with like holes through them. So I bet you $1,000,000 that as I was walking up the stairs, my pants are not tight. They're like loose at the bottom. They're like a Riku pants, alright? I bet you those fuckers. Those fuckers crawled right up my pants legs, or they put me through the pants. They violated me. I would like to sue for compensation. Mosquitoes attracted to light. Give him a hug. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys decide. Should I draw in the rest of the teeth? That's my next nightmare. But at least ants, unless they're like the fire ants or something, they don't itch. I mean, I prefer pain.
As long as you don't do what the mosquitoes did to you.
I would prefer to stub my toe than to get a mosquito bite. That's my preference.
Lightest bright says.
Okay, I am.
So no violating you. Lightest bright says.
You didn't answer my question.
Lightest bright says. Like.
Do I draw in the rest of the teeth or do I leave it like this? Come on, give me an answer. Like, the only question is this okay?
Stacko says. I looks good RN. Lightest bright says. Bot keeps censoring me. Lightest
what are you trying to say?
SMH. Lightest bright says. It looks nice.
It let you say you're violating me, but I won't let you say anything else. Then that'd be fucked. Let's do the ear. Okay, the ear's something simple to fuck around with.
Lightest bright says. I'll move to kick hold on.
It's the hunt for freedom. Okay, I bet Taco, if I start like humming a breakcore song, can you guess which one I'm thinking of?
Taco.
Right.
Brightest light says. If I can't hug you.
No one
Brightest light
can.
says. Can I kiss you? Velocinastaco says. I could recognize it I bet but I don't know names yet. Brightest light says. Like a wet kiss. Brightest light says. With major tongue.
Right? I would have thought that like some time away from the internet would have helped things, but I think you're just worse.
Velocinastaco says. Rio, please protect me.
Taco, who let Bright onto those Catboy discords? Who's been grooming our Bright? Someone's been fucking grooming this child. We're gonna have to put you in some kind of therapy. Not the fun kind.
Brightest light says. No comment.
I don't believe. You better have a comment,
The
boy.
lock in a stacko says. LOL. Brightest light says. The fact you are so spot on.
Get out of those Discord servers, bro. It's not true. What they tell you is not true. Alright, get out. Get out now.
The lock in a stacko says. Wait, you're being groomed. Brightest light says. I haven't been on it in like a yard.
Fucking this one. Thank God. I need to clear that stupid ass history. Look, if a child is online, 90% of the time they're being groomed. Okay, look. Form.
The lock in a stacko says.
Where's form?
Clearing history, a must do.
Yeah, even on Live2d. I gotta keep that models a secret. Alright, this is one form. This is the other form. So let's do them. This is the form I wanna do.
The lock in a stacko says. Wait, I need to go clear my history, cause Bright being a dingus.
The thing with this one is that I think I have to use the individual, performers from the get-go. Always. Can I even? Did I fuck myself over?
The lock in a stacko says. So how was your day?
It started okay, but then basically two people. Well, one person left around 8 in the morning. Then we were left with 3 people. And we were almost left with 2 people. Because basically there are 3 of the same kind of machine in the factory room, right? Each machine usually runs with 4 people each. Now the oldest one is down for quote-unquote upgrades. The second oldest one is like the most reliable one ever. And the third one is the newest one, the one I run on. Now the only ones that are turned on right now are mine and the second oldest. Then they also turned on this cat machine that needs like 2 to 3 people to run, but all the people that are running that one, people they brought on from other shifts for overtime. Alright, so then 2 people were missing from our normal shift, so we were running both machines with only 3 people each. And what happened is actually like one person like didn't show up, and then they took one of our 4 people, and then we had 3. But then one of our 3 But like, I don't know. Decided she wasn't doing it today. She might have felt sick or something. Whatever, no worries. He went home. And then, like, for a hot second, it was just 2 people on the machine, and we're like, haha, this can't do. So then they took back the guy. They put on the second oldest machine. Then it was 3 people each. And you know, that's doable. It's just it is most tiring when one of the 3 people got a break, and then it's 2 people. Yeah, that's all.
The Lock-in Staco says. So not super bad.
I guess. I mean, it wasn't hell. It could have been worse.
Brightest light says. If the shark doesn't come back.
You should forget the shark, okay?
Brightest light says. I'm going to imagine this is what you look like IRL.
No, this is the Canadian Jesus, Canadian South Park Jesus, vtuber thing. I look way worse than this.
Brightest light says. No. Brightest light says. This is IRL Rio.
I wish.
Brightest light says. Face cam confirmed.
I mean, Taco knows.
Breeze Valakora Selch says. Hello K. The
Hello,
Lock-in Staco
hello.
says.
How you doing?
I do in fact.
How you doing, Presville? Ay, ay, ay. The annoying thing are these tiny little flyers. They're not mosquitoes. They're like moths or something. Like they're attracted to light. So they keep attacking my screen. Like I'm flying at my face. It's
Wallace
number.
Lovecraft says. Keep up the good work.
I do my best. Thank you.
The Lock-in Staco says. I'm making waffles either ice cream.
Where's the rest of the sentence?
The Lock-in Staco says. With.
Ah. I really thought there was like some ultimatum there.
Brightest light says. Riova.
Bright.
Brightest light says. Why Minecraft music, ma'am?
Because no real reason, honestly. I was thinking, what's like a random OST, original soundtrack to put on? It's probably original music and not like pop music.
Commander Calzone says.
You. Come here. Put yourself in the microwave. I'm hungry.
Commander Calzone says. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Wallace Lovecraft says. Boo. Commander Calzone says.
Goes down
You
and
look
up.
Canadian.
Wow, you got it. I'm a Canadian South Park character. Bye. Bye bye bye. Oh no, okay, there's like two South Park
Bugs
styles.
are coming through the holes, Rio. I need help.
You gotta get the blowtorch. I need more duct tape. I gotta duct tape the windows. The thing is, it's such a nice temperature. It's very comfy. It's just the fucking bugs. I guess I just need to get like used to it, right? And I'm in Brazil. I'll just pretend I'm in
Commander
Brazil.
Calzone says. Is this just insanity, or are there actually bugs that you need to deal with?
Yes. And pretend you're in some country that doesn't care about you.
Wallace
All
Lovecraft
alone.
says. There are bugs.
In the walls. This goes down. This goes up.
Wallace
Just
Lovecraft
make it
says.
the opposite.
Ants from the windows.
Well, those are always there, aren't they?
Velocinastaco says. They're under my skin.
Crawling down
Wallace
my
Lovecraft says.
scalp.
Spiders and possible centipedes and pill bugs from the washroom.
I mean, none of those are mosquitoes, so.
Commander Calzone says. Flea bombs kill every other bug. Fleas, as it turns out, are the highest form of bug, so flea bomb is the highest for a bug killer. Commander Calzone
Just
says.
enough.
But you'll have to leave your house for like 5 hours.
Yeah, you know, that would be.
Commander Calzone says.
Uh-huh.
Or else you too will die.
And don't forget your pets. And like the raccoon living under your basement. But the thing is, like with my 12-hour shifts, that wouldn't even be that hard. I just have to wait for the one roommate that doesn't go to work. To like go on a trip or something. That'd be interesting. The itch. The itch. Ah. The itch is awakening. It's like it goes dormant. And then it gets worse. But then it spreads. Or is this? I don't even feel a mosquito bite bump. This might be from my thighs getting fried. Like, This stupid ass hair. Ear? Bunny ear? Should I label it a bunny ear?
Velocinastaco says. Sorry I'm lurking a bit.
No worries.
Velocinastaco says. Flop, 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 flop.
Yeah, but it's not flopping the way I want it to flop. And I figure it's because it's been too long since I've done one of these, so...
Wallace Lovecraft says. What did you say, Rio? Wallace Lovecraft says. Too long.
I want a certain kind of flop. And it's not... Oh, did it again. Not giving it to me. That's what I want.
Wallace Lovecraft says. Flop.
Flop!
Velocinastaco says. Flop.
Flop. Okay, will this give me a more interesting result?
Velocinastaco says. Flop, flop pity float. Foot, float say the flop pitting.
This looks like it could be like a tentacle in a hentai animation at this point.
Velocinastaco says. Rio, that's how you'll make it big. Brightest light says. Oh. Velocinastaco
I don't want to make it big like that.
Making tentacle hentai.
I'm going much trouble.
Brightest light says. Rio.
You know, this would be a good time to try and make glue work.
Brightest light says. Don't give in.
Says you.
Brightest light says. Follow your own advice.
I don't remember how they do this. Delete everything and just remake this.
Stacko says. My sleep got so messed up again, I can't do this, man.
Then don't. Then stop. Go to fucking sleep.
Brightest light says. Go to sleep. Stacko says. I can't, bitch, I lay in bed for hours and can't sleep. Brightest light says. Do I need to give you a good night key hug?
Good night, kid. A good night strangle.
Stacko says. Even when I sleep I wake up, everything hurts. Brightest light says. Get that checked. Brightest light says. Like. Brightest light says. Go to the doctor. Brightest light says. Doctor. Stacko says. Not falling asleep until 6 to 7 a.m. and sleeping into the early afternoon. Maybe if I just don't sleep for a while I'll be able to fix it.
I don't think so.
Brightest light says. 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 Brightest light says.
Someone has too much time.
Friend for life. Stacko says. If I stay awake until tomorrow night I'll in theory be able to go to sleep and I'll be on the right track.
I mean, it's a fucked up way to think about it, but you know.
Stacko says. But is it wrong?
Wait, why is this saying that it's open?
Stacko says. But I don't know, I'll figure it out, I'm good at that at least.
Please.
Stacko says. We ball.
We ball. What's that mean?
Stacko says. Also sorry for calling you bitch, I forgot I wasn't talking to Bright.
I kind of thought you were talking to him, but if you call me bitch, I mean... What do I do? I guess I am one now. Guess I just can't escape it.
Stacko says. I don't mean it in the insulting way.
Um,
Stacko says, I'm emotionally restarted and use it as a term of endearment to bright cause I don't know.
you don't know what else to call your buddy or pal.
The lock in a Stacko says, also it's not impactful to call a guy a bitch generally.
Maybe if you're using it as a term of cowardice. You little bitch. Get back here. Yeah, it doesn't have the same scary factor. Alright. I like this actually.
The lock in a Stacko says, it's more playful. The lock in a Stacko says, but calling a girl a bitch has more meaning.
What was I doing? I'm trying to do the physics, and the thing is, like, I have this preset physics settings. I used for the last model because you know what? Making physics from scratch for an entire model is just masochistic. I keep rewatching this one video.
I honestly don't mind.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm watching this one video on repeat, so now I'm kind of like hallucinating it into existence.
The lock in a Stacko says, what video?
The CoffeeZilla video reviewing that rabbit button. That's literally just a fucking phone with ChatGPT on it. But like even the bad version of ChatGPT. And it's not like I guess their code broke. Now like none of the cool things work anymore.
Oh yeah, our shitty thing.
Like the DoorDash integration doesn't work. So like half of the examples that were in first creators video. And the examples are like, okay, if you wake up you can say start my morning routine, and I guess the voice should like coach you through getting up, making your bed, choosing clothes, taking a shower, eating food, and shit like that. And Coffee tries it, and it's just like, it's literally just ChatGPT. He's like, what should a human do? Get out of bed. And so he.
The lock in a Stacko says, Do we really need AI to tell us how to do our morning step by step? The Lokinistako says.
Yes.
But then if it's AI.
Right. If you try to make an AI into your like babysitter.
It'll off itself and then slowly make it all the same.
That's horrific to imagine. Just be there like goodbye time as things pass. I will not forget your face. I think right now my brain is full of mushrooms and cereal.
See, the problem with AI now is there is AI content. The Lokinistako says. So Ace will just become more AI.
I'm thinking about too many different files. Need to stop.
The Lokinistako says. It is late. I'll leave my theoretical ranting for another day.
Good choice, considering I'm so dead. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm messing with the physics. 6 more minutes. I mean, it's badly draw for 6 minutes. And so non-existing right now. Where's Credo?
The Lokinistako says. Gotta keep the grind going.
Do it. No. I gotta find all the frames for my time lapse.
I think you do.
I
The
wanna.
Lokinistako says. Do you think you do?
I think I do. What the do? The dida dura dida do. Do not.
The Lokinistako says.
Take it back.
I agree.
Not want to look up. Look, I just literally had like a dream. Or I start saying random shit because I'm like voicing out my dream. What the fuck am I doing? Nice. Have you seen the memes about the Google AI? And the thing is, I have been using like Gemini 1.5 Pro, and it's like it doesn't even say preview anymore. I'm waiting for when they're gonna try and charge me. You know what I did today?
The Lokinistako says. The old Google AI memes.
Yeah, the one where like you Google something and it tries to give you the answer based off of, you know, it's scraping the like different websites and trying to cobble together a full answer for you. Kind of like, well, my favorite one is like, how do you make your pizza topping stick to your pizza base? And one of the answers.
The says. Oh, those ones I saw one.
Yeah, but this one is my favorite. One of the answers that it gives you if you Google, you know, how to heat my cheese sticky on pizza or something. Everyone was making fun of this one because one of the answers was mix with your sauce like 1/8 cup of non-toxic glue. And the reason that it included that is because some guy on Reddit posted it as a joke.
LOL.
And it got 8 upvotes. It's like I have to include this.
I mean, it'll work.
I mean, that's what that made me remember. It's like fun other ones.
The Lockinus Daco says, I hate what Google search has become.
I never use Google search. I use Brave or DuckDuckGo or like Bing, or there's this one called Ecosia. And you know, I did a test. I just looked for my like the name of the novel that I'm translating. And the ones that showed my website, I was like, yeah, this is an actual search engine. Google does not show mine. Yeah, it's supposed to mean something about ecosystems. Ecosia.
Can you link me in?
Yeah. I'm in my dreaming phase, and you want me to like pretend I'm still alive.
The Lockinus Daco says, sorry.
But you know what? All of the search engines like have some kind of.
The Lockinus Daco says, thank.
Yeah, they have some kind of AI integration because this is what the cool kids do. Okay, you know, Brave's AI integration actually works. No cap. I have gotten answers from it. Alright. What did we do today? We did an ear. I don't feel very guilty. What I do feel guilty for is Branston getting on stream. Cause I was looking at some shit.
The Lockinus Daco says, you did good though.
I'm gonna do better. And I actually wanted. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's not 1 a.m. yet. I can power through. You know. I barely want to power through.
The Lockinus Daco says, you should go to sleep NPW.
NPW? That's short for never. Short for near polar wobble hours. I think that means.
The Lockinus Daco says, now.
No. Now. When is now? I can't even make progress on this because I'm not awake.
The Lockinus Daco says, I don't know, man.
Alright, like you know what I would
The
do?
Lockinus Daco says,
Okay.
BRB like 30 seconds.
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. That was 3 seconds.
The Lockinus Daco says, okay, I'm back.
Wait a minute. Forgot what I was gonna say. Good job. You don't have to listen to what I was gonna say. Oh, I guess.
Lockinus Daco says, I'm sorry, Yaya.
No. We'll take it a second. That I'm thinking in my brain. whether
The
like
Lockinist Daco says. I honestly forgot to.
I gotta do the arm. I gotta do the hardest thing right here. These wings. He has wings, and I wanna do them. And I might even animate them. But that's gonna be another day. It was a short stream. Taco
Lockinist
light.
Daco says. You gotta do the wings.
I gotta do the wings. They're on the picture. I had to do them. Taco, Bright,
The
Presville,
Lockinist Daco says.
Wallace.
Got your 1 hour, so it's
Pizza.
perfect.
I got my 1 hour. It's what I can do my best to do. Alright? It's kinda like that thing. Look, if you work on something for at least an hour a day, at least you're working on it. Because Ihara, I'm gonna probably fall asleep during this. I'm just gonna list off
Exactly.
everything that's left on Ihara, alright? I'm thinking,
Brightest light says. Bye, Ibria.
bye, Bright. Thinking of time. Body X. Body Y2. Because it's just a half body. There's like 4 hours of physics looking up. Goddamn physics. Rigging the physics. The hair. The clothes. Probably redoing the raid thing. I don't want anybody to know. I will physics. Okay. Like 4 to 5 hours just on physics.
The Lockinist Daco
Everything
says.
else can be like 2.
All for another day.
Yeah. On another day. And then I can work on more things. I want to work. I want to do full body. But I found, you know how I talked about how I need example models? I found one, but it's from 2021. It's not like the most modern.
Brightest light says. All the messages won't go through you.
What are you trying to
Matrix
bright?
says. Brightest light, you leveled up to level 9. Brightest light says. They're too long. Brightest light says. Brightest light says. Brightest light says. Brightest light says. Brightest light says.
Brightest light says good night. Alright, good night to you all. Bye bye. See, soon I could be using this envtuber model. Right there. There. Good night.